But at first I was a little like against this beer because I'm like, hey, it took the place of my favorite lager.
It's very unique.
We just broke off on a conversation. That's a sign of a good beer.
It is. The good beers are hiding, my friend. Keep exploring the house. Where's the fridge? Where's the cellar?
Welcome back to the Beer Brackets Pub, everybody. We're, for the first time, reviewing a Collective Arts beer. Collective Arts is an amazing brewery from the town of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. We're getting back to Canadian beers,
Yes.
man. It's been so long.
We were just talking about it. I don't even remember last Canadian beer we reviewed. It's due, finally.
Blanche de Chambly.
That's right, man.
That was the last
That's
one.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But we filmed that one like 6 months before we posted it. So we haven't filmed a review in a really long time. But this is cool. This is a really special beer to me. In this little filming session that Alessandro and I are doing right now, we're filming two really special, kind of nostalgic for one's this nostalgic for me, and then the other one's nostalgic for both of us, reviews of Canadian beers. I lived in Hamilton, Ontario for about 2.5-3 years recently before moving back to Montreal, and Collective Arts, an amazing brewery based out of there. They're really awesome. Their beers are incredible. Their whole philosophy is not only just brewing good beer, but they have artwork from artists that they feature on all their cans and everything that they do. And they do different art exhibits all the time and different little pop-ups and stuff. On the back of their cans, it'll always say, it has the Instagram handle of the artist who designed this can from Italy, from Pescara, Italy.
I thought that was
there you go. So
very fitting.
Italian connection.
Very fitting.
So I have an interesting relationship with this particular beer. So this is their one main lager that they produce. They used to have a lager called the audio-visual lager that I really loved. It was really light, but it was really flavorful and floral and hoppy and bready, but very, very light and low in ABV. And they discontinued that one. And they used to sell it in like 6-packs of tall boy cans in grocery stores all over to Hamilton. And I loved it. It was my go-to lager. And then they started brewing this one instead. And this replaced it. And this one's a little bit stronger. It's a little bit higher in ABV, still very good. But at first I was a little like against this beer because I'm like, hey, it took the place of my favorite lager. But I grew to love it. And it's amazing. And I'm really excited for you to try it for the first time, man.
I can't wait, my friend. First of all, because you've been talking about it, of course. The other thing is that I really feel like a connection to collective art in general, because there's been a lot of filming sessions where you would be having like a pre-beer while we were, brainstorming and thinking, and you would be telling me about it. And a lot of times it would collective art beers, right?
That's
so
true.
There's a lot of beer bracket history behind the scenes that has seen collective art being featured. And of course, you living so close to the brewery, I've heard so many good things about it. So I'm very excited to dive into this and try it together for me for the first time tonight.
I'm so excited to see your reaction to this and what you think about this lager. So let's crack it open, man. Let's get right into this review. Let's do it. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Yep. Okay. That's what I remember.
Nice. Oh, look at this color.
It's got some really nice color to it. It's like a very light straw color. Nice
is.
carbonation. Look at that good head on it.
I was not expecting it to be this pale, like in this light.
Yeah.
That's very surprising in a very positive way. And look at this fluffy head.
Aroma cheers, buddy.
Aroma cheers.
What do you think?
Ooh, man, this is good. Wow. The first and most interesting note that I get is this in between, slightly citrusy, but also floral, all surrounded by a very nice layer of crisp, crackery malt. And this hint of hops, like that comes into towards the back, like almost like a faint herbal note in the distance. but that
love those herbal notes in the distance.
Yeah, in the distance. But that floral and slightly citrusy aroma makes me salivate. Like every time I go in,
right? I'm literally salivating too right now.
Yeah,
I know. It's the perfect combination. It's like a Pavlov's dog reaction to make beer drinkers salivate. That perfect hop and malt mix.
It's so well done. Like it has all the elements that you expect from a lager, plus it has this like nice little surprise of citrus floral. Yeah. I have to keep the glass away because if it's too close, I'm gonna dive in for a sip. I'm really enjoying this, man. I can't find anything that I don't like about this. I just want to drink it. So I'm going to start high here. I'm going to start with the 3, man. I really like this.
The aroma is definitely one of the best parts about this beer. I mean, the body as well. You saw that amazing head that exploded there once you pour it out. And it keeps that sort of very maybe 1 inch thick kind of head. It definitely doesn't get flat as you drink it, which I've always appreciated about this beer. Right away, you get nice floral citrusy hops. And then that malt character is there as well, but it's kind of like second to the hops. At first, you get that bitter sort of floral, citrusy note, and the hops really come out strong. But then at the end, if you take a big whiff, like right at the end, there's some really nice crackery maltiness. It's beautiful. Yeah, 3 on 3.
Nice.
I'm happy you're enjoying it too, because I might be a little bit biased, but holy crap!
Oh, well done.
All right, buddy.
Cheers, man! I can't wait. Oh man,
I like their lagers because they're subtle.
Yeah,
they're subtle, but there's character, there's flavor at the same time. So it's not going to hit you with a punch of like malty sweetness. It's not going to hit you with a punch of strong bitterness. It's very light and balanced, so it's sessionable. It's really drinkable, but there's character at the same time.
Man, I'm really pleasantly surprised by this. It's so refreshing. So sessionable.
It's really refreshing is the word. Refreshing is the word.
I'm shocked. Like everything you smell is there. It's playing in between like a citrus and almost like a crisp apple, like like a Granny Smith, that nice green.
Yep, exactly.
But the beauty of it is that you have those notes, and then it's surrounded by a very nice maltiness, and the bitterness hits right at the end, cleanses. You get everything that you can possibly want. I'm staying with the 3, man.
Yeah.
Really enjoying it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I want to go back.
That's amazing, man. You know, this kind of beer for me is really hard to score because it tastes really fresh, which is a massive positive. And there's nothing, there's no adjunctive flavors there. There's nothing that tastes processed at all. It's very, very fresh. Even though it's plain, the freshness aspect of it really elevates it and bumps it up. So it's kind of hard because I know for myself, for lagers, I've had lagers before, like the one that I told you about from Silo Brewing, that is to my taste perfect because it's a little bit more bready. Yes. But this is it's so good. You got me all excited with your 3s now.
Man,
oh, wow.
I don't know. It shocked me. It shocked me. I wasn't expecting. It's very unique. And in a nice way, not sometimes you say it's unique and it's maybe it's a one-off experience. No, I would want to drink this again.
Yeah, no, dude, and that's why their audiovisual lager that I love so much was very much along these lines. It was so unique, and that's why I loved it. It had a lot of these characters. Yeah, I'll go for 3. Yeah, I'll match you on the 3. I was just thinking, man, I'd like a little bit more strong breadiness, but God, it's so well done. It deserves it. It really deserves for a lager. Rating it as a lager, it definitely deserves it. This is taking me back to summer days at my house in Hamilton, sitting on my back patio and just pouring out a nice cold can of this into a glass and sitting back on my reclining rocking chair. And just this beer in the summer, in the heat, is just perfect. It's so refreshing, so crisp and refreshing. All right, buddy. Mouthfeel refresher, beer bracket tradition. Let's top it up.
Ooh. Look at that. Beer lake.
All right. What do you think about the... oh, no, did it
overflow? Just slightly. I caught it a little bit. It's okay.
So what do you think about the mouthfeel? Just to preface before, I think that's the one part of the beer for me, I would want something a little bit different.
Yeah. I think I agree. The beer is extremely light. So there's no, I wouldn't say there's any oiliness or there's ever so slightly, there's a presence towards the end, but it's not unpleasant at all, right? Like a multi-presence, which I think is what also attributes that nice character to it. There's a character to the carbonation that I can't quite describe. I would almost want
I know.
It's strange.
That's all their beers. it must be their yeast. I don't know I don't have any details about the yeast that they use, but it must be their yeast because a lot of their beers have this character where the carbonation is very distinct. It's like you could pick it out as being a Collective Arts beer, even their IPAs.
That's very interesting because I think I've only had like we have a lost review of a Collective Art beer.
We did the sour, the cherry pie sour.
That's right. Yeah. But aside from that, I haven't tried many others. But on this one here in particular, especially because it's a lager, like I feel like there's a little bit more. It's easier to compare to others, right? We're nitpicking here, but I'm thinking if it had more fine bubbles. And maybe it's just because it's the can, and maybe on tap it's different. I don't know, but I'm sure it is. Obviously,
I've never had it. I don't know.
But in this specific version, the bubbles are almost like a little too much. I don't know how to express it better. So
yeah, it's hard to describe.
It's hard to describe, but it's a feeling that like when I'm looking specifically at the mouthfeel, it's bringing it down a notch. So I'm not going to go too much down, but I think a 2.5 here is where I'm going to stay because I don't think there's other beers that I've had that match more that like 3.
Yeah. It's so fresh and hoppy without having a really sharp, fine bubble, crisp carbonation. It's more of like a soapy. It's soapy. It's a mix. It's somewhere in between soapy and sharp because you get little instances where you can feel it tingling on your tongue, but for the most part, it's very soft and soapy and light, which is nice because it makes it very drinkable. Like these beers, that's what I'm saying, like summer day, pouring this out into a glass, like it goes down so easy. But, you know, as a standalone beer, when you're analyzing it like this, you're like, oh, I would like a little bit more punch, especially to counteract. That's what I'm getting at, to counteract the bitterness a little bit. So yeah, I think 2.5. Yeah, that seems right. So as a finish, this is really interesting because the finish is probably, along with the aroma, I think the most interesting part of this beer. What do you think?
So, my friend, first let me say, I know we're not done with the review, but I am quite shocked by this beer, and I know that when you tell me that a beer is good, there's surprises to come.
All right. Dude, I'm not lying to you.
No, I know you are.
I won't misguide you. The beer Sherpa will not misguide you.
I know you're not.
I'll always lead you in the right direction. You won't get stuck on the mountain.
I would trust you on any mountain, my friend. Any real mountain and beer mountain, anytime.
New beer mountain.
Yeah, especially. I'm especially shocked because with lagers, a lot of times differences are subtle. And that's almost like where the beauty of it is. But in this case, it's interesting because it's different, but it's different in a way that it's exciting and almost like makes you think like, what else can be done, right? Like, and I hadn't seen this yet, right? Like, so you've discovered a completely new room in this house that you're used to go to be in, right? Like, and now you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that this existed, right? Like,
I've had dreams like that before, where I'm in my house and I open a closet and I discover a new hallway with new rooms. Seriously, I've had that recurring dream so many times.
That's a nice dream, man. Like it means you're discovering new areas of yourself.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden there's this whole other house connected to my house that I didn't know about, this beautiful mansion. And like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's all where the good beers are hiding, my friend. Keep exploring the house.
That's where all the good beers.
Don't stop until you find the cellar or the tower. One of the two.
Keep looking. You'll find the beers. You know, I gotta train myself to be good at lucid dreaming. Hear about that? So like I could control myself and realize that I'm in the dream and be like, hey, look for the beers. Now that I'm in here, we must find the beers.
Where's the fridge? Where's the cellar?
Where's the fridge?
That's if it ever happens, I hope I remember it because I tend to forget my dreams. I hope I will remember it.
There was a point in my life where I was really good, like it wasn't something I was doing purposely, but I would have a lot of lucid dreams where I'd realize I was in them and able to control them and
nice
go on like these adventures in my dream. I unfortunately don't have them anymore, but if I did, yeah, they would very much be about looking for rare beers in a beer cellar.
Can you imagine just like going to the beer cellar, just cracking open beers, tasting them, and not having to worry because you're gonna guess what? You're just gonna wake up. You're not gonna be drunk.
And how good would dream beers be?
Right?
Dream beers is a whole other level of beers.
It's a completely new level. Maybe, my friend, we should have like a completely separate episode where we explore those subtleties.
Dream beers. We could. We should go to like a sleep clinic or something and be like sedated and try to put us into a dream state and see what dream beers we can find.
That would be fun. But back to our
What category are we in again? We're in finish? Yeah, finish. We got lost there.
See, yeah, we did. But
we're back.
That's another testament to how good this beer is. But it's finish.
Right. We just broke off on a conversation. That's a sign of a good beer.
It is always. It has all the elements that you taste and then you smell in a very subtle and precise way. And because this beer is meant to be drinkable and sessionable, that's the beauty of it. Because sometimes if they get overpowering, it fatigues your palate after a while. I think that's the craftsmanship that has been put into this beer, like showing high level, high quality. I think I'm going to stick with the 3 because I am really enjoying how you have the citrus and you have this nice crackery malt presence and the bitterness just right there at the end, enough to say, goodbye. And now like go back in the glass and take another sip. Very well done.
I'm so happy you're enjoying it, man. I think this is the kind of beer that would appease hopheads.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a huge hophead and you're looking for a lager, this is the kind of lager that would appease you because it's so zesty and hoppy in such a fresh, beautiful way. I love that you can taste the hops.
Yes.
I love lagers where you can taste the hops. It's bitter. I love it. In terms of a lager finish, this is ideal for me. I'd agree with you. It's a 3 for me too, buddy. Maybe I'm a little biased, but so now it's an overall beer experience from beginning to end for Collective Arts Lager. What do you think?
Well, my friend, look, like for the overall, I saved the thought.
Okay.
We opened saying that, this was a beer that you happen to have enjoyed before when we were filming sessions or even maybe
that's right.
during the weekend, like, sitting on your front porch. So I am so excited and so happy that we got to try this together here.
Me too.
In the review setting.
Me too.
And it in a way, it kind of like connects the dots there. So like, it makes me feel like, I'm connected to when you were trying it and you were telling me about those things. And I know exactly what it tastes. So because of this and because how well it tastes, 100% a 3, my friend. Delicious beer.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3 beer experience for me too. Look, we don't give a lot of 3-on-3s like this easily. We like to give high scores, but we don't give 3s out way too easily. As far as lagers go, again, you might have a subjective preference where you prefer your lagers to be a little bit more sweet or malty. You might have a preference where you prefer your lagers that taste like nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever your preference is, I think you can probably admit that this is amazingly well done. It's amazingly balanced. It's fresh, it's zesty, it's hoppy, it's bready, it's malty. It's everything you could want, but balanced and mild at the same time and drinkable.
Yep.
There isn't one boring sip on this beer. Every sip is active on your palate. All right. So what do we got for a score?
We got 4.83, which happens to be an outstanding beer, my friend. Just shy from being perfect.
Just shy of perfect. Amazing, dude. Again, I'm so happy that you got to try this one, that we did this together, man. This was so much fun.
It really was.
This was so much fun. And I always, whenever I have a beer like this that I really enjoy, I tell you about it because I'm always wishing that you could try it too in the moment. Whenever I find something like this that I'm excited about, especially when it's a lager or pilsner, because I know you enjoy the style as much as I do. Whenever I find a really good, unique one, I'm always like, oh my God, I wish you could try this. And I've been thinking that for more than a year at this point, 2 years-ish, 3 years. 3
years probably.
You to try this one. Yeah. So it's a long time coming. This was a lot of fun. Thank you everybody who joined us and hung out in the pub with us and watched us. Click that beer bell down below. YouTube will let you know when we're hanging out in the pub, and you'll get notifications so you can pop in and hang out with us again and have a beer.
And no matter what you do, don't forget you close your beer brackets.
Never forget. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Don't forget the lucid beer dream. Search for that beer fridge.
And if you have one, let us know if you
can
find the beer cellar.
Let us know where you found it.